Hello and welcome back to White Lines Football. Lewis again here today for the next episode of the White Lines Football podcast. And today I'm joined by Jack.
You right there?
Hello Jack, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Lewis?
I'm very good, thanks.
Good.
Did you enjoy the international break?
Yes, although I did actually, no, not really. No.
All right.
I prefer to sit and watch the Premier League games sort of thing as they roll in, or a nice Sunday, just sat there watching the football. Yeah.
And good weekend at Gills, wasn't it? Good result for Gills.
It was good, yeah. Good 2-1 loss.
Good 2-1
loss. Yeah.
Going to Oxford tomorrow?
I'm afraid to say I'm not.
I am.
You are?
I am, Jack, I am.
You looking forward to it?
I am.
Good.
It'll be good.
Good.
We're going with Harry, my friend.
Yep.
Also going to Wimbledon on Tuesday?
I'm afraid I'm not. No.
I am.
Are you? Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
You have 2 losses there, or
Probably.
3 points out of that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Good. Maybe Wimbledon are on a bit of...
Yeah, got Conor McDonald. That's not really good, is it?
Dead Josh and Larger.
They ain't going to score any goals, are they? Conor McDonald. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Should be good.
Need to get something from that game, though, really.
We do. So yeah, today we're going to be covering some topics. Obviously, you may have noticed that the podcast went up late last week due to a number of things. We're sorry about that, but we brought it to you. And then today, we're back on track to the Friday podcast. So today, we're going to be covering 5 things. We're going to be talking about Wayne Rooney and a lot of news surrounding Wayne Rooney at the minute. Young Ben Woodburn, obviously, scoring for Wales in the week. Sampson, England manager, England ladies manager, and the situation revolving around him. Before we cover this weekend in England football and the future of White Lines Media. So we're going to start off by talking about Wayne Rooney. Now, Jack, a few things happened with Wayne Rooney recently. We're hearing that he was sort of due back for an England recall after he moved to Everton for an undisclosed free, which we can probably assume was a free transfer. He was due back for an England recall, Gareth Southgate said, but he decided to retire from international football. Do you think that was the right decision from Wayne Rooney?
Well, also it's in terms of what he thinks he can bring to the club. Like, you'd like to think that the reason for him retiring is because he wants to do his best for Everton, possibly, in the next season, or maybe in 2 seasons. So maybe he doesn't feel as though his body's quite up to playing as often in international football. And I don't know, I might be wrong, but I doubt his financial situation is that struggling. So I doubt he'll need the extra money to, like, when he's playing for England. So I think I think it's just a decision about his body. I think he realises he doesn't really need to. I don't think he wants to be showing himself. I think he wants to concentrate on his club football more. And that's his decision.
Do you think it could be sort of due to... I mean, I know he's England's leading goal scorer and stuff, but do you think it could be due to the stick he gets playing for England, where they sort of made a big deal out of that Rooney can't be dropped? Obviously, Mourinho came in, had the balls to drop Rooney at club level, but Roy Hodgson, obviously, didn't have the balls to drop him at international level.
Yeah.
Neither did previous management at Manchester United. So we saw Rooney playing in centre midfield at the last Euros. Obviously, Southgate came in, dropped him out a couple of squads completely. I mean, fair enough. He wanted him back in because he's done well for Everton so far. Do you think it could be due to that, and he just sort of wants to go out whilst he doesn't really want to sort of be known for coming back, struggling, and then maybe going out again?
Possibly, yeah. There's obviously a lot of pressures on managers because he's, like you said, like all the goals that he's got for England before. But obviously, I think I've got to look at his age, how he's got that old and everything. I think managers have got to come to terms with the fact that there's better options right now than Rooney, who's obviously a bit older than like the young potential ones, because it's a bit difficult to keep Rooney in the squad when you've got all the promising youngsters coming through. Like, it's difficult to drop Kane, or maybe not. Sort of like Kane, maybe not possibly Vardy, because like he's not really a youngster anymore. But like, I don't really think you can sort of put Rooney in the team, like play centre midfield, and when we're looking towards the future, like, I don't think. So I think it has to be done that Rooney has to be left out.
Surely Jermaine Defoe being in the England squad.
Yeah.
Obviously scored against Lithuania and sort of previous set of internationals. He was in this squad, although he didn't play.
Yeah.
He's a few years older than Rooney. I know Rooney was getting a recall, but are you basically saying that you think Rooney sort of realised maybe it was best for the country that he retired because of his status?
Yeah, I'd say maybe the fact that I don't know if he how he like sees it, whether he expects not to be dropped, But I don't know whether he's doing it for like the country sort of thing, like for Gareth Southgate. Like he doesn't want him to like go through the whole dropping him, and just like Rooney does it himself, because sort of thing. And then like in terms of Defoe, I guess you could say that like with Rooney, I suppose there's different positions you can play him as well, sort of thing. So there's possibility of him keeping out other players rather than just like the striker, whereas Defoe would only play up front.
Yeah, do you think Rooney? I mean, I know I've never been a fan of him as centre midfield. I don't know why he played in the Euros, but maybe in centre attacking midfield he could do a job. But do you think? I mean, he's not going to get in the team ahead of Dele Alli, for example.
No.
Probably not the likes of Adam Lallana when he's fit. England's probably quite light in centre midfield at the minute. Do you think maybe Rooney could have done a job there? I mean, you got Livermore playing.
Yeah,
Henderson.
Yeah, Henderson. I thought I quite like look of him the other day against Slovakia. I thought he got around the pitch quite well. I think he tried to cover as much ground as possible. Tried to act more like a leading role sort of thing.
With the captain's armband.
Yeah, exactly, with the captain's armband. I think it will be difficult to put him in the squad. However, I think obviously he's retired. I always like Rooney. I always thought when fit, I think he's always got to be in the squad. So if he hadn't retired, I'd always have him in the squad. But it's a case of like,
would you play him, sort of thing?
Yeah, and like, would he only go like sort of thing if he knows he's going to play? Like with all drink driving problems. Like move on to that. And the other problems he has, like I seem to remember someone slagging off his Everton teammates in a pub once, and he like punched them or something, got arrested or something. So like his sort of attitude gives you the impression that like he doesn't really seem as though he'd want to go somewhere, just sit on their bench. But then again, with Man United, he hasn't always been the most in favour player.
Maybe he left. That's probably why he left, wasn't it?
Exactly. Yeah,
like he's not on the same wages at Everton as he was at Manchester United.
No.
Probably is why he left. But yeah, just touching on Jordan Henderson, I think he doesn't really get the praise he deserves, because at Liverpool he plays a sort of defensive midfielder role. I think he had more successful tackles or interceptions or something than I think at some point last season it was than anyone, and I think he's actually turned into a proper good defensive midfielder, and people don't give enough credit for that. And obviously he's a Liverpool captain. Looks like he could be the New England captain, although Southgate really doesn't look like he wants to designate a certain captain. But yeah, I think it's fair enough for Rooney to retire. He's not going to go out on a sort of he's come back in, he's struggled, and then he's thought, I can't do this anymore. Then he's gone, sort of thing, because England obviously likes to play one up top, as most top teams do, and you're not going to displace Harry Kane at this point. And if it's not Kane, is it Sturridge? Is it Vardy? Is it Defoe? And I feel like Rooney's probably quite down that pecking order. So I think it's fair enough for Rooney to retire. Obviously at Everton now, doing well in the league so far. Do you see him scoring a fair amount this season, or do you reckon he's going to touch double figures?
Yeah, I reckon give him his game time. I can play him. Cause where's he sort of playing?
Playing the number 9, really, isn't he?
Yeah. Like he's sort of
up front where he likes it.
And like it's where he wants to play, sort of thing. He wants to have joined Everton. I mean, that would have been where he would have played when he was
Everton last time.
So obviously it's good for him to be back. Obviously, and like he's been scoring goals. He's had a good start of the season so far, and I think give him his game time. I think maybe he could ignite Everton's season possibly, and he could keep him up, could keep him well out in the league, sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe pushing to break into that top 6. Maybe he could.
That'd be good for him.
Maybe he could bag a goal against Spurs this weekend.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not. But I feel like in some ways he's lucky to be in the squad, isn't he? To face Tottenham.
Yeah.
Problems in the last week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Of drink driving.
It's not good.
News that he's been arrested for driving over the limit with a young female in his passenger seat whilst Colleen's on holiday. We're not going to talk about their marriage because I don't care. We're going to talk about the drink driving. Like you say before, Rooney's had some problems in the past. Obviously, he got knocked out in his kitchen, something like that with, I think it was Phil Bardsley.
Right, yeah.
And obviously did that celebration. He's known to have a few
issues.
Okay, we'll go with issues. do you think he's sort of ruining his legacy because he's Wayne Rooney, he's Manchester United's all-time top goal scorer, he's England's all-time top goal scorer, 53 goals in 119 games. Coleman's come out and said he's disappointed. Is he hurting himself, do you think?
Yeah, I think obviously it doesn't set a good example either. Like sort of thing. Everyone probably still does, and they probably used to like look up to him, sort of thing, as like a sort of massive striker. And then like look at the example that he gives, sort of thing. Obviously on the pitch, fabulous. Can't do anything against it. But obviously off the pitch, he doesn't really set the best example. But then again, some people might not really. I don't know. I assume they do, but some people might only see him as like what he is on the pitch, rather than off the pitch. Like off the pitch, they might see him as that is a completely different person. What he's off the pitch rather than on the pitch. So in that respect, possibly he might not be doing like any. He might not be doing himself too much of a down, too much like of. It might not have much of a negative impact as like it might seem as so. But then again, there will be some people who still sort of see him as an example. Are still let down by what he's done. You can't really avoid it because it's in the news.
Yeah, I feel like that's sort of like when, say, you've got a really good postman.
Yeah.
Like, you've got a really good postman, and he has an affair.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to look at him as any less of a postman. I know it's a bit Rooney's more out there sort of thing, but yeah, obviously, like you say, Rooney a bit controversial off the pitch. He got arrested for his drink driving. I mean, they could sort their marriage out. Could face jail time, apparently.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you'd like to think the jail time would. I don't really know how like rules work with drink driving sort of thing, but like, I'm guessing he'd get. I don't know, at least a year, I suppose. I don't really know.
I think it's 6 months. 6 months minimum, I think it was.
Yeah, like even like after 6 months, like he might be out of favour of the Everton team if he was to go in jail.
Yeah, right.
You'd like to think 6 months time afterwards, if he doesn't get in jail, then
Sandro Ramirez will be banging him in by then.
Oh yeah, what a story that would be if you were in prison and like Wayne Rooney just like came out next to you. What a story that would be if you were sharing a room in the prison with Wayne Rooney.
And he goes, "Hi Niall, how's Southend?" Yeah, he probably won't end up in jail though, will he? Let's be honest.
No, I know.
Yeah, we'll see how he does this weekend. Next topic we're going to go on to talk about is another striker, 14 years younger than Wayne Rooney.
14 years
younger. Ben Woodburn, the Welshman, the Liverpudlian. Obviously scored for Wales on his full debut the other day against Austria. Firstly, a bit disappointed by Austria, aren't you, Jack?
Yeah, I thought last year in the Euros, I thought with their squad, they've got
Alaba.
Alaba and Arnautovic. They've got a few good players there. Well, Kevin Vimmer,
Stoke's finest.
Yeah, Stoke's finest. Used to be Spurs' finest. And then, so I was expecting something in the Euros, and I thought, maybe that was just a blip. They weren't very good in the Euros, so I think they qualified out of group. And then, obviously, in this World Cup qualifiers, I thought, might just be a dodgy first season, get used to each other. But again, they're not going through again, are they, into the World Cup? So, I don't know. They've never really been considered a massive team. And I thought this might be like sort of ignite their country and like their footballing country, but obviously doesn't seem to be the case.
I thought that'd be dark horses in the Euros.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I got them in my sweepstake. And I was like, here we go.
Yeah.
But it wasn't to be.
No.
Yeah, nevertheless, Ben Woodburn getting the goal as Wales keep their hopes alive. Probably
strong hopes alive.
Ben Woodburn getting the goal in the 1-0 win. He's actually English.
Yeah.
Born in Chester, I believe. Eligible to play for Wales for his father. I mean, 17 years old, he probably wouldn't be in the full England squad at this point.
No.
Do you think it'd be handy if he was English? Because you look at the sort of talent of the youth setups at the minute.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got Solanke, just gone to Liverpool, did really well in the England under-20s.
Yeah.
Loads of the boys going up to England. Loads of boys going up to the England under-21s from that under-20s team.
Yep.
Woodburn probably be in the under-20s maybe.
Yeah. It's just, I know, like, obviously he's probably got a good future ahead of him, and I think Wales probably is his safest bet. sort of thing. I think he'd always play there like 10 years time. I think he'll probably be one of the first team starters. But
he has played for Wales since under 15, so it's not like he's changed late.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and obviously with England, like no matter how bad they are, you'd still think that like it's just another name to add to the list, and he isn't guaranteed as much as at Wales, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So like and then again 17 years old, like Ben Woodburn, and then I know you look at, for example, like Marcus Rashford. Like looking like 5 years time, is he going to be as high as Man United? 5 years time, is Ben Woodburn going to be as high as Liverpool? Like obviously he scored an early goal for Liverpool, but can you? I don't know if you can really tell. So right now you can just sort of see him as a sort of player that would just sort of be in the long list of England young players that will possibly get in the team. Because obviously you can't play everyone, but with Wales there isn't as many. So I think it would be good for Wales. I think obviously. I'd like to say that he'd fill Gareth Bale's shoes when he retires is maybe a bit
too soon to say
that. It's put a bit of pressure on the boy, but I think he'll get his game time at Wales definitely. As long as he stays in the Premier League, as long as he stays in a good league.
In terms of club football, obviously he's at Liverpool. He's been on their bench a fair few times. I mean, I know Liverpool sort of struggled for depth last season.
Yep.
But again, still on their bench for the first team. Scored on his senior debut versus Leeds, became the youngest ever Liverpool goal scorer. Remember that goal?
Yeah.
Very well.
Second ever youngest Wales goal scorer as well, apart from Bale. He scored when he was 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp's been asked a lot this week about Ben Woodburn. He said that he's a great kid, etc. He's a great player. He's very smart. Do you think? I know he scored for Wales. He scored for Liverpool on his senior debut for both. But do you think he's at risk of losing Ben Woodburn because of the talent he clearly has?
I can't really see. I just can't really see any sort of bigger club than Liverpool coming out and making a punt on him and paying a lot of money for him at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough.
I think maybe in a few years, but I don't think at the moment. No matter, if he's saying good things about Ben Woodburn, I think at the end of the day, Ben Woodburn's probably pretty delighted, pretty happy himself to be at Liverpool. I doubt he's going to be handing any transfer requests anytime soon.
Yeah, when he turns 18, I think he's a very big contract.
Yeah, and I think you'd like to think a season out on loan will do him good as well, possibly.
Yeah. I think where do you budget that though? Like, where do you send him to the Championship or do you send him to a Premier League team?
I'd send him to
maybe a Championship.
Yeah, like a Brighton, I think, like a Premier League, sort of just like surviving Serie does. Maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly, maybe Derby sort of thing, pushing for promotion in the Championship.
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know if you want to...
It's difficult to predict, yeah, because obviously if you put him at, Brighton or something, then, it's going to be difficult, because what actual...
he's not going to get much service from people, I think.
Yeah, they're not going to do much for him, because he's going to be against, not that I think he's very good, but, Kyle Walker sort of thing, or, better right-backs or better full-backs, rather than in the Championship where you'd like to think he'd do more damage.
Yeah.
So I think probably Championship move would be better. Actually.
Yeah, I'm also not a big fan of sending young players abroad because Premier League's a different style. You got to see if you can. What's the point of sending someone to Vitesse, for example?
Reece Oxford as well.
Yeah. When you'll none the wiser whether they can do it in the Premier League if you just wait a year of their career.
Yeah.
I mean, a year is a long time in football. 2-3 years is even longer. Obviously,
yeah.
I feel like Michael Owen there, but he's 17. 3 years time, he's going to be 20, and that's still very, very young. And I'm sure we'll have a better idea of his abilities. I know he played out wide. He played wide left for Liverpool quite a bit, but it's nice to see him there because if you look at Liverpool's attacking talent now, obviously they've got Firmino, who wears the number 9, plays their striker. You've got Sturridge, Origi's gone out on loan as well now, and you've got Solanke and Woodburn to come off the bench. And Solanke and Woodburn obviously very young. I'm sure they could form a good strike force Liverpool in the future. If a big club were to come in for Ben Woodburn, say, what sort of price do you think you'd be looking at right now in today's market? Right now, what do you reckon?
What would I say? If I was to go between 25 and 30 million,
I'd reckon.
I don't think that's a lot.
I think that's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously he's at Liverpool. He's scored his goals at a young age. Obviously they want to keep hold of him. They want to give him a good contract when he's 18. I think obviously you're paying for potential, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Ian Atcho, he was 25 million, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean he's done it more in the Premier League, but
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But
And he's a
obviously,
bit older.
yeah, you're paying for someone who's going to be good, and like you can't really ask for much more than scoring on your Welsh debut. Can't really ask much more starting senior debut, like for Liverpool sort of thing. So
Yeah.
and that's a 17-year-old, like, you know,
You're only going to get better.
only gonna get better. Yeah.
I reckon you might be right because he's 17. He's obviously a big asset. Say Manchester United came in for him.
Yeah.
He's 17. You could get 10 to 15 years of him at his top of his game.
Yeah. Yeah.
30 million. That's like less than 3 million a year,
Mm.
and that's not that much.
Yeah.
So if I'd say about 15 million if he was to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he
Right
doesn't
now,
go
yeah,
because
yeah.
I think Liverpool's a great club for him at the minute.
Yeah,
He's getting
yeah.
his chances.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the Wales squad, he's probably could be around there for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say about 15 million, but then that's like 1.5 million a year, which isn't that much.
No.
Obviously, you're paying for potential.
Mm.
Yeah, I hope he does stay at Liverpool.
And it's a lot as well because you could.
He might not turn up.
Yeah, like I'm saying about Marcus Rashford, like as an example, like obviously it's the same sort of thing. Like with someone, you don't want to pay a lot of money for him, and then like in a few years' time for him to like be transferred to like Aston Villa for 5 million or something. Like then you look at it and think like, you know, well, it's a lot of money on that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But no, it's a difficult one. It's how you look at it, really. It's how you look at it.
Good start to his career though.
Yeah,
Liverpool.
definitely. Yeah,
Hopefully, he goes on to have a long, successful one.
hopefully.
Hopefully, Spurs fan.
Well, you know, I'd always like to see young kids do well in their, you know,
especially at
like,
our age
you want to
now,
see good footballers, yeah,
because
exactly,
we're sort of
yeah.
getting into the stage where you can, like, the people getting older, you can remember them being younger. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly, yeah.
Like I saw Johnny Evans is like near 30, and I'm like, hang on.
Yeah.
I remember when he was a youngster at Man United. Daniel Sturridge now,
Yeah, I know,
28 or
yeah,
whatever
exactly.
he is. Yeah. So we'll move on to our third topic now, branching a little bit out of the men's game, going into the women's game. Mark Sampson, the England women's manager, has been heavily criticised in the media recently after claims that Iniola Aluko has been involved in something with him where he's been sort of bullying her, showing discrimination towards her and showing racism towards her. Not sure how much you know on this, Jack, but those claims were by the player, and Sampson has sort of been criticised of being racist in a way that he asked if she's been arrested before, and he also told her to tell her family not to bring Ebola with them when they came to watch her from Nigeria.
Oh, God.
So as far as I'm concerned, that's racist. Obviously, bullying, discrimination, etc. He's been cleared though by the FA on all accounts. She's probably not very happy with that, and Kick It Out aren't very happy with it as well. They've been asked for more. Obviously, the main anti-racism people in football. And yeah, something also, as soon as she made those claims, she was left out of the England squad by Sampson, and he then went on to deny that it was anything to do with these claims. So I mean, that's pretty much crap. He also, she sent him an email about it and a while back, and he still hasn't replied. And he said he wants to meet her to talk about it. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is the last thing they need. England women going quite well at the minute. From what I've just told you and from what you know, what's your take on it, would you say?
Well, it's obviously it's a massive claim to make, and like for him to be cleared or whatever, like
cleared by the FA. Yeah,
it's a bit questionable, isn't it? Like, but obviously, you know, if you can't prove it, then you can't really do anything.
Yeah,
about
like
it,
how can you clear it? Because he might have just turned around to her in training and gone, "Have you been arrested before?" Like they can't prove that.
I know.
But that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
It's difficult. Like I guess the only thing you can do is the fact that like he's obviously professional, or whatever, and like you'd like to think if he was like that. I'm not defending him, but from a neutral point, how I see it is like, obviously, I think if someone steps forward again and says like they've been like racially abused or bullied by this guy, then like then they'd have to like think like, hang on a minute, like, you know, it's two people made this call. It's
sort of like, no way am I comparing it the extent of each one, but when when people come out about like the sexual abuse thing in football. Someone came out saying I've been abused by this coach, and then loads of people come forward to it, so it gives it more.
Like, obviously it's not the same thing as well, but like Jimmy Savile as well, sort of thing. Like everyone came out, didn't they? Yeah. And then like, obviously no one's came out about this, but then again that makes me sound as if I'm calling her like a liar and she's made it all up. But like, you know, it's sort of, you can't really, it's sort of one person against one person, isn't it? And like it's a lot to say. Yeah. But then it's sort of like one-on-one, and you can't prove it, so it's been cleared. But that's probably why Kick Out are asking for more, because he could have just turned around and said that in training to her, like I said. And exactly, yeah. You
want to have more search into that, but something that sticks out for me here is if he is innocent, he's left her out the squad after she made these claims, and she hasn't returned since. He later claimed that it was nothing to do with the claims. That's obviously a lie. You got to think. So he's gone full Adrian Pennock there.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a silly thing to do. He could have just turned around and said we've left her out because it's not really appropriate right now. Yeah. Like, I'm managing the team. Yeah. Probably not best that she's in
someone who's thinking something. Yeah.
But do you think if he meets her, they'll have a chat about it, that could clear it all up? Do you think?
It would be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? If she's like making this claim.
At the end of the day, he's the England manager. She wants to play for England, so they've got to do something about it.
I know. Yeah, they have to. Yeah. Or unless she just like steps down from international duty altogether until whatever happens with him.
But is that really justice, do you think?
No.
She's the one that's supposedly been abused, and then she's stopping her career because of this guy.
Yeah.
If it carries on for that longer, surely he's got to step down.
Yeah, you'd think, but then obviously if he step down on it, and then like obviously everyone's going to look down at him now, aren't they, for like ever. Yeah. For like a long time and think about it, and like it's sort of...
Yeah, so he's been in charge of England women since 2013, so it's not like he's a young manager as well. He's 34, so it's not like he's a new manager to the game. But it's an interesting one. I feel like if he's to meet her and they chat about it, and if those two could sort it out between them, if there's been no other claims from anyone else, I think it's okay. They're good to go. If they can't sort it, like she said, he hasn't replied to her email. She's not in the squad. Kick It Out want more investigation. They obviously would because of anti-racism. If Kick It Out then dropped it because of Aluko saying it was okay with it, that's okay, you move on. But if it's not okay and it drags on, then I feel like something's got to be done. But like I say, England women doing well, so it'd be a bit of a shame. But yeah, some big news there in women's football. Anything else you want to add on that, or are you?
No, I think. Yeah, it's a sort
pretty self-explanatory.
It's a shame, really, isn't it? Sort of thing.
It's not like you said. It's all
going, no,
it's like exactly, a civil war within the. Yeah. Hopefully, they can get that sorted as soon as possible, because it's not what you want to see in the game, especially when it's your own country. So yeah, penultimately, we're going to move on to the predictions for the weekend. Give it a little mini preview. The way we're going to do this, we're not going to preview every single game because obviously that would take a long time. We're going to go through Sky Sports Super Six. Obviously, me and Jack in a league. Some of our listeners maybe as well. We're going to go through the games in the app for this week's fixtures, and then we're going to talk a little bit about Gillingham as well. So yeah, you got your Super 6 up?
I have.
You have. So the first game is Arsenal at home to Bournemouth. I'll just quickly, if you don't know what Super 6 is, you basically have to predict an exact score for each game. If you get them all perfectly right, you get 250 grand. If you get the right score like perfectly in one game, you get 5 points. If you get the right results, so say you had Arsenal 3-1 and finished 1-0 Arsenal, you get 2 points, and then that adds up to a league. So Arsenal Bournemouth first game. What have you gone with?
I've gone with 1-0 Arsenal.
Okay, clean sheet.
I'm hoping for another Arsenal, what was I say another for? The first Arsenal clean sheet of the season.
Why's that?
Because my dream team is sort of failing right now. I've got Syed, Kolesniak, Rob Holding and Peter Cech in my defence, so every week I'm praying for this clean sheet.
He told me when Jack chose his team, he said like, Arsenal defence, clean sheets, points.
Well, I thought Europa League, like, you know, against the Joey teams, I might have a chance of getting clean sheets.
Yeah, but is Cech's not going to play in the Europa League because we know Wenger's philosophy.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
We'll sort that out when it comes to it, Lewis. We'll sort that out. It's a marathon, not a sprint, guys. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Plenty of transfers. So yeah, Arsenal obviously not going well defensively so far.
No, but I'm thinking this might be.
Is it just a hope, like a clean sheet?
No, I think obviously clean sheet's got to come at one point. Like Bournemouth, like they haven't scored many goals this season. I think they lost 1-0 at West Brom. I think they're struggling in front of goal at the moment. Lost 2-0 home to Watford.
Yeah,
can't remember the third game exactly. I think they lost that as well though. I think they've got no points so far.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure I don't think they scored any goals. I know they lost anyway.
They lost 2-1 to Man City.
Oh, right, there you go.
So
Yeah,
that's
Charlie
it,
Daniels scored a really goal, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like, you know, that doesn't always happen. So, you know, they've sort of
Yeah.
struggled in front of goal this season. So, yeah, and then Arsenal, I think Bournemouth defensively like could keep him for a bit, and then I think Arsenal get like maybe win and hold on maybe. So I'm going to go with 1-0.
Alright, I've gone 3-1 Arsenal. Arsenal they're not going to get top 4. I feel like they'd be lucky to get top 6, maybe even top 7, the way they're going, because of the state of the club. Wenger's not going to motivate them anytime soon. Yeah, they've got enough to create in there, haven't they? Arsenal. Sanchez is there. Depends what mood he's in on the day. Ozil as well. Lacazette if he actually gets a start. Bournemouth have a fragile defence, and Arsenal do as well. But I feel like Arsenal have a bit more quality, and the fact it's at the Emirates rather than in Bournemouth is a big help to them. And furthermore, Bournemouth have had a poor start to the season. I feel like Arsenal do get the win here. Get their season sort of back on track in a way. Both gone with Arsenal wins there. Second game, Brighton at home to West Brom. Can Brighton get their first win of the season?
Oh, I'm afraid I haven't gone for that. I'm afraid I've gone with a West Brom 1-0 away win.
Okay.
I can see him getting a goal and hanging on like is it at Burnley.
Yeah.
Brighton haven't really convinced me at all this season.
Yeah,
they look a bit dreaded sort of thing. I think not quite the only one that's going to possibly do anything for him. I think, and like even him, like you know, he's not you know, he got player of the year last year. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I don't know. I just can't really see it this year for Brighton. So I think I'm just going to go with another loss there.
Yeah, I've gone 2-0 West Brom. West Brom have a good defence. Brighton struggling to score goals. Obviously, couldn't break down that 10-man Watford side before the international break. Their defence is okay, but it's nothing special at this level.
No.
Struggle in certain areas there. And West Brom actually invested really well, didn't they, in the transfer market?
Yeah.
Like sort of Krychowiak we'll go with, the midfielder from PSG. Obviously Oliver Burke as well. Have invested well. Jay Rodriguez, the likes of them, and obviously they have a good defence. So we know Tony Pulis just seems like a certain West Brom win, grab a couple of goals, happy days. So the next big one, Everton Spurs. Jack, your team, Spurs in action.
Well,
what are we expecting?
I've gone with a 1-1 draw here. I think Spurs will be more likely to edge the win. I think, but I've gone with a 1-1 draw. I think Everton have started well. Spurs still a bit possibly shaky, and I think last year when Spurs had a good season, I'm sure it was a 1-1 draw there. That game, Harry Kane with one shot, he hit the post, inside the post, ran along the whole of the 6-yard box and ran out of play that game. Gutted.
Do you mean the goal line?
Absolutely gutted. Yeah, the goal line. What did I say?
6-yard box.
Oh, sorry, the goal line. Yeah, the goal line. Yeah. You know, hopefully he'll score this time because he didn't score in August and he never had scored in August, so it'd be good for him to score.
Scored for England, hasn't he, in September?
Oh yeah, scored for England in September.
He's up and running.
He's up and running. He's got a brace, didn't he?
Yeah,
got a brace against Malta.
Won my bet.
Malta, get in. How much you win for that? £6,
£6 off a pound.
Lovely, good. Better than nothing, I suppose.
Are we expecting a debut for Serge Aurier?
I'd like to see one. Yeah,
It's got to be.
Yeah. Like obviously, I think it's a good signing. I think he's got.
What do you make of his signing? Because I know he's a good player, but he's got a few personal problems.
Yeah,
the homophobic. Are you aware of the exact thing he said?
No, not really.
He was on a Instagram Live or something like that, and someone asked him about why he wasn't playing in the PSG team, and he basically made a joke that the PSG manager and a player, I think the player was Ibrahimovic, were like sort of a gay couple.
Oh really?
Like, that's why he didn't want to play, and Ibrahimovic was like all like his gay partner basically.
Okay.
And obviously he punched a police officer, which is why he wasn't allowed in the country when Arsenal played PSG.
Yeah. And he wasn't even going to be officially moved to Spurs until January, wasn't he? They
had a few problems with a work permit because they weren't sure if he was going to get it, but he did get it in the end. And you'd like to think that he can sort of settle down and get his career on track and focus on the football rather than his personal problems.
Yeah, hopefully. I think obviously.
I think it's better than Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Walker myself. I think it'd be good.
What about Kyle Walker-Peters?
Cool. Yeah, he looked good. He was quite unlucky. I thought he played his debut at Newcastle. I thought he gave him man of the match, like Sky Sports or whatever. And I thought he had a good game, and he looks good for the future as well.
What about Kyle Walker-Peters-Smith?
Who's that?
What about Kyle Walker-Peters-Smith Martins?
Don't know who that is. I'm afraid.
They're just adding names on.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Spurs are pretty deep in the right back area now.
Yeah, they're alright. Yeah.
And Walker Peters, but yeah, back onto the game. So you're going with a 1-1 draw, yeah?
I've gone with 1-1 draw.
I've gone with a 2-1 Spurs because Everton. I mean, they had a good summer, but I think teams are sort of expecting a bit more from Everton than what they've given so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spurs obviously struggled. Judge a video on it, but Spurs are sort of looking forward to their away games. I feel because even if it's not actually a problem at Wembley as such, it probably is. I'm not saying it's not, but even if it isn't, then it's psychological. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because obviously they lost to Chelsea, conceded the last minute to Burnley. Chris Wood, excellent striker. Spurs got quality, haven't they? Good defensively.
Yeah.
They've got. I feel if anything, they've improved their squad over summer.
Yeah.
Obviously got Llorente now, probably a better backup striker than Janssen.
Definitely, yeah.
Got Aurier and probably an upgrade on Walker. Yeah, I think Spurs are going to look forward to this because they're playing away. They don't have the psychological pressure of playing at Wembley. And yeah, they're just a better team than Everton, probably. So
yeah, they probably are.
Are you just sort of nervous being a Spurs fan, do you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think tough opposition to go to as well, obviously. I reckon I was more tempted to put 2-1 Spurs than was Everton, put it that way, sort of thing. I thought Spurs were more.
So you wouldn't be surprised to see Spurs nick it?
No, I wouldn't be surprised if Spurs win it, but I don't know.
So
1-1 draw.
Fair enough. We'll see. Next game, Leicester-Chelsea. Leicester at home to Chelsea.
I went with 2-0 Chelsea here.
Yeah, I've gone 3-0 Chelsea. Pretty similar.
Yeah.
Leicester are a decent team, but they're not the powerhouse they were when they won the Premier League.
Definitely not. No.
They've obviously lost.
N'Golo Kante.
Yeah. What? Ages ago.
I thought you were comparing like Leicester now and Leicester.
Oh no.
The league. Don't drink water.
They lost
that's
drink
really
water.
weird to think, isn't it? Like the Chelsea midfield too could be the old
the
Leicester
title,
midfield
the title.
too. Yeah. And I
Is he worth 35 million? More than Kante?
Oh, well, on June team last year it was only worth 2 million. So
probably his real life. Nevertheless, Leicester seem to be okay under Shakespeare.
I think they'll be fine this year. I think obviously Chelsea's always going to be a difficult one. Like Chelsea going to be going there looking for the win.
They've got a good 11 Chelsea, haven't they?
Yeah, you'd like to think Chelsea will win. Like we have a slip up if they don't, but it's football. You never know.
It just sort of seems like a game where Chelsea could get a goal and just get another one. Chelsea good team, got a good 11. Hopefully Morata can get some points for the fantasy team. Southampton Watford then next game.
Oh, see, it's a difficult one. This was. I've gone with a 1-0 Watford win here. I thought Southampton. I think they draw. They just about beat West Ham at home after having a 2-goal lead, and they were against 10 men. They conceded 2 goals. I think and I think at home this season they drew 0-0 to Swansea. I think they're sort of. I don't know. I wouldn't say struggling. I'd say like maybe
they're
sort
in
of,
transition, aren't they?
Yeah, maybe still adapting with their new manager sort of thing. Jack Stevens obviously playing centre half this season, played a lot of centre half this season so far.
Van Dijk back in first team training for Southampton.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll see him involved this early.
Yeah. But obviously Watford have done well this season. Like
Marco Silva's done well.
Yeah, Marco Silva's done well. They won drew at Liverpool, didn't they? They won at somewhere else on the coast, Bournemouth.
Yeah,
and I think they
won with Brighton whilst having 10 men.
So I think they've had a good start. I can't really see them being beaten here. I reckon they can nick it.
Yeah, Southampton do struggle to score. I think their goal against I can't remember who it. I mean, it's probably the West Ham game, but a goal earlier this season was like their first goal in like 6 games at St Mary's or something like that. Not what you want to see. Under new management, obviously, still trying to sort of work his way in, but so is Marco Silva. He's a good manager though. I don't see Watford in any sort of trouble this year.
No.
I would go for a little draw. Gonna sort of cancel each other out. Yeah, final games from the Championship.
Sunderland,
Sheffield United. Yeah.
I've gone with
Sunderland at home.
At Stadium of Light. I've gone with a 3-0 Sunderland winner.
Okay.
I'm just thinking I don't know. I don't know too much about
Sunderland are weird. They're very inconsistent
this
season.
Yeah, like they've made some good signings.
Lewis Grabban's there.
I'm sure they have made some good signings. Like they drew at home to Derby. Like I watched that game, and it was a 1-0 draw. Like they look okay against a lot of teams. I think they do alright against those, and like obviously Sheffield United. I don't know how they're doing, but it just came up, haven't they?
Yeah.
Like, it's still adapting, I suppose. But yeah, I've gone with 3-0 Sunderland win here.
Well, I've actually gone with a 2-1 Sheffield United win.
Oh.
Sunderland is so inconsistent. They're going to be the most mid-table team going this season.
Oh.
And Sheffield United are doing alright, I think. I mean, last season they were a championship team in League One, weren't they? Smashed the league apart. Obviously beat us on Sky. Josh Pask punching the ball.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Never saw him again after that, did we?
No, we didn't.
Don't even know what happened to him. But yeah, Sunderland inconsistent team. Sheffield United a good side. Nearly tried to sign John Egan on deadline day.
Didn't they?
Didn't quite get
Where
it.
Going yet?
It's still Brentford, but we'd have got 400 grand for that. That would help towards nothing. Yeah, so I've gone 2-1 Sheffield United, but we'll see because there's a few different predictions in there. And finally, I'm going to Gills.
Say about 16th minute golden goal prediction.
Okay, I've gone 5th. I always do for Super 6.
Fifth,
This is just basically in case you get the same points as the other winner, then they just decide it via that. But yeah.
For the first goal to be scored,
Yeah. So Gillingham away to Oxford United. Obviously lost their manager, but they've got a good one back in.
Yeah,
they're a good side.
Yeah, they're looking good. They are, I believe, they're top 6 right now, aren't they?
Gills not in the best of form. Haven't got a win this season.
No.
In the league. Starting 43 years.
Well, we've got hope of change. I can't see it change tomorrow. Can't see win tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go with a 2-0 Oxford win. I think tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I believe you are as well.
Yeah, I said that to you in the car.
Yeah. You said 2-0.
2-0 Oxford. Gills obviously still somewhat struggling to score 4 goals in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Obviously Tommy's hat-trick and a Josh Parker header in the last one, but I think it depends on what system he goes with. If he goes at the 4 or back, we see him a bit more open defensively. Zakawani back though.
Yeah.
That's good for the Gills.
Yeah, it's good for the Gills. I think Oxford going well this season. I think they'll see it as a routine home game that they should win. I see it as a game they should win, sort of thing. But obviously, you never know what happens with football. Like, Gills could
9th Oxford at the minute.
9th.
2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss.
Oh yeah. See, I said at the start of the season I thought they'd be up there this year. I thought Peter would be up there. Look at them. Obviously, with a new manager, you could have thought that maybe losing Mark Sampson off, been there for quite a while after I believe he promoted them from League 2. He's got them into League 1 now, Mark Sampson. I think now that he left, I thought maybe that was only down for maybe Oxford had this season. But they seem to prove against because they're obviously doing really well this season. They're probably doing better than expected.
Yeah.
And I can just see a routine home victory, to be honest.
Yeah, got a good defence there and
a
good attack to top it off. But for Gillingham, I think it does depend what system he goes with. It looks like he's probably going to stick with 4-4-2, I'd have thought, after he changed against Southend.
Curtis Nelson's also, isn't he?
Yeah, he struggled to get in their team quite a bit last season. That
really?
shows how strong their defence is.
Right.
But
he could have beat Gills, couldn't he?
Yeah, we were rumoured to be going in for him last season. Last season.
They went from him when he was at Plymouth, didn't they, as well? Yeah.
Went to Oxford. But yeah, like I say, Gillingham depends what system they go with because they look more sound defensively with 3 at the back. But going forward, they offered nothing. This time, they look okay going forward and offer nothing defensively. So it'd be nice if they could combine the two. Zakawani coming back might change that. You've gone with 2-0, haven't you? Yeah, I've gone with 2-0 as well. No, 2-0.
Sorry, 2-0. Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah,
What?
2-0. And yeah.
You perhaps be going to one of this?
I'm looking forward to it. I like to go to the football.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
About a 3-hour journey.
Yeah. Could be just under maybe if Charlie's on your side.
Yeah. Why are you not coming, Jack?
Why am I not coming?
Yeah.
I cut my grass the other day. I got to watch it grow.
Okay.
I got to watch my grass grow.
Is that more entertaining than
Tommy's?
Okay.
Yeah, let's just leave it there.
It's quite insane, actually. It's quite funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
As long as it's not quickly, I suppose, because that'd be very depressing.
Yeah, things not looking bright for Gillingham at the minute.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll go into a separate we'll go into this more in more depth in a separate podcast. But again, for this weekend, we're both going with a Gillingham loss.
Both going with a Gillingham loss.
So finally, we're going to go on to talk a little bit about the future of WhiteLinesMedia. Now, I'm sort of in charge. Jack sort of helps out on this channel, so I don't think you know too much about what's going on, to be honest.
Well, what's going on? No, you know.
So this will be news to you as well.
I'm just as fan as everyone else. You haven't even let me know. Go on.
Okay, so obviously we've got White Lines Football,
Yeah.
which we're on now. The current playlist sort of series I've got is the podcast, which you're listening to. We have the Gillingham videos. We've got Jack's Jam, Lewis's Lounge, Ibs' Insight. We've got the My Match Day, the Club I Love, and we've also got Realism. Now, going on to Realism, we've been in London. You didn't come, Jack, because obviously other commitments. We were in London at Meridian Sports Club. Shout out to Tony Proven for helping us sort that out. We used their facilities, filmed a few videos. Hopefully the first one of them will be going up next week, and then we're going to sort of upload them in time. So we've got a proper facility now, hopefully, to film those football videos, so there will be more realism videos coming out. You can see Jack's fine football skills. What position do you play, Jack?
I don't really play football at all.
No?
It'll be a laugh, you know, it'll be good.
Yeah.
I haven't played football in ages.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So yeah, moving on to
I haven't done one of them yet, have I? A realism video.
No, you haven't. Tour up, and then we filmed the 3 the other day, and we're looking to go there again this month. So yeah, a big shout out to Tony for that, because we really do appreciate it. And then obviously move on to White Lines F1, link in the description, which is based off Formula 1 channel that Ibs runs. Dylan's on it a bit, and then I'm supposed to be on it a bit, but I'm not yet. That's basically obviously the Formula 1 channel. Ibs has been away, and then he's had a few problems with getting his videos onto his computer, so there's not been race analysis or podcasts up for the last 2 weeks. But coming up soon, we should be getting a schedule for the podcast to come out on probably a Wednesday weekly, like we do on a Friday weekly here, and then we'll get the qualifying analysis and race analysis up every Saturday and Sunday, and then hopefully a few more videos in there as well. So that should be sort of coming back up when everything settles down. Also, the launch of the new channel, Jack. You're not going to be on this.
Oh,
unfortunately.
I
am.
You are?
Along with Ibs.
Long vibs.
And Sam.
And Sam.
If you don't know Sam, he did our socials for a little bit. Good friend of ours. He's going to be helping us out with White Lines Cricket. So, obviously, dedicated to cricket. We've got the Ashes coming up soon. We're watching right now, actually, Jack. England versus West Indies. England is struggling a bit.
Stokes. Where's Ben Stokes over?
He's doing alright, actually.
Yeah,
no, we won't talk about that.
Okay,
yeah.
That's like my cricket knowledge. That's it summed up in like a sentence.
So, yeah, we've got the cricket coming out. There'll be a podcast on that. There'll be reviews of games, etc. Sam's going to be running that with me and him, helping him out. The only problem is, Jack, now this isn't going to affect us. We're 18. Everyone's 18.
Yeah.
We're heading to university.
We are.
So, me, you, Ibs, Sam. Is Dylan going to university?
Yes.
Where?
Lincoln.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So, me and Jack are going to Canterbury, so that won't be a problem. We're living at home, so it'll be no different for White Lines Football. Sam is going to...
Norfolk somewhere, Norwich? Something like that.
He's going quite far away, so basically... we haven't even got time, actually, to arrange the launch of White Lines Cricket with Sam whilst he's here, so that's going to have to be done by him sending me clips and me putting it together, basically, for the launch. And... yeah, so that's how busy that is. So when Sam's gone to uni, we're going to have to do podcasts basically over Skype, like we do on White Lines Football quite a lot. Ibs is going to uni in Lancaster, so that is like a 5-hour train journey away, which is massive, which is a real shame. But obviously, it's for the good of the future, and we can easily do our stuff on Skype. He's obviously taking his recording equipment, his laptop. We've got mics now. And yeah, when he arrives, when Sam arrives, it'll all be settling down. There'll be a schedule on both White Lines Cricket and White Lines F1, White Lines Football as well. So me and Jack and Ibs are going to continue on White Lines Football, obviously me and Jack mainly. Sam's going to be running White Lines Cricket when we get the launch together. We can't guarantee when that'll be yet, but Sam's going to be running that with me and Ibs helping him out a little bit. And then White Lines F1 is going to be in full swing with Ibs and then Dylan and sometimes me. So that's basically in full swing. We're also still looking for other people to come and launch a channel. We had a little talk about some other channels, but nothing really materialised. So if you're interested in launching a channel with us, getting involved, obviously experience is preferred, but if you don't, not to worry, I can teach you. Jack can teach you, because Jack's new to this as well when we launch this.
Exactly.
So yeah, hopefully if you want to get involved in a good project, let me know. DM me on Twitter at LRC Browning or at WhiteLinesMedia. I'm on both. And yeah, just get involved. And then finally, the final thing we have to talk about is our partnership with the League One podcast. Now, basically on the League One podcast is a guy called Nathan. a guy called Danny and a guy called Chris. Now, Danny runs it as far as I'm aware. He's a Rochdale fan, Nathan's an Oldham fan, and Chris is a Bury fan. I'm on it quite often now. I'm a Gillingham fan, obviously, so all these teams in League One. Problem is, Rochdale, Gillingham, and Oldham are all in the relegation zone at the minute. So that could be a problem, but I'm sure we'll sort something out.
And Bury are probably near that as well.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll sort something out. I'm not part of it, but I'm on there time to time. These are our partners, so basically we share their stuff, they share our stuff. I go on their channel, they're going to be coming on here soon. Maybe you could go on the League One podcast, Jack, talk a little bit about Gills. That'd be quite cool. So, check out their links in the description. I say every time I shout them out, great bunch of lads, but they are very knowledgeable, and they do a Football Manager series as well, actually.
Yeah.
Their subscribers basically are in the team. I'm in goal, and I saved a penalty in one of the last episodes.
Oh, really? Oh.
So,
yeah.
Lewis Browning, League One podcast number 1. So, yeah, make sure you check them out. And as far as I'm aware, mate, unless you have anything else to add, that is basically the future of White Lines Media summed up.
That is basically all of it to say, I suppose.
So far, anyway, because we're hoping this will materialise quite a lot. But yeah, good news is me and Jack staying together at uni. That's not why it just ended up like that. It's not like I've just gone to uni because the other one's there. But yeah, it's ended up like that. And then basically White Lines Cricket will hopefully be launched soon, and then White Lines F1 will be back in full swing. Might be some delays while everyone settles down at uni. Obviously starting in the next couple of weeks, but it will be carrying on. Don't you worry about that. So that basically brings an end to this podcast, Jack.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
It's all right, mate.
Thank you.
We had a good chat today.
Good chat.
So as far as we're aware, Wayne Rooney is going to be in jail. Ben Woodburn is going to win the Ballon d'Or. England women need a new manager, and Gills are losing 2-0 to Oxford.
Yeah. And West Brom are getting a good 1-0 victory away to Brighton, and Arsenal keeping their first clean sheet of the season.
Probably not, but we can evaluate on that next week if you want.
We could do.
Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. We hope you did enjoy.
Thank you.
Like I say, check out the League One podcast, check out White Lines F1 as well. Links to them are in the description. Links to the Twitters and the Instagrams are all in the description too. How's your Twitter going, Jack? You're quite new to Twitter, aren't you?
I'm still fairly new to Twitter. I think I got it in February, but I still act as if like I've only had it like a week.
What's your handle? JBuckley78?
Yeah, that's what it is, I think.
Yeah.
I think yeah, we'll go with that, yeah.
Follow us all.
Yeah, just follow me if you want. Like.
Yeah. At LRC Browning for me, and at Ibrahim Quadra for Ibs.
Yep.
And then obviously the other people from the other channels. Go to the channels and check them out as well. WhiteLinesMedia on Instagram and Twitter as well. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you did enjoy or listening even. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.